you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting, 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 waiting for. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. It's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting, 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 waiting for. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. It's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting, 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 waiting for. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. It's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. There's what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting. you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. This what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. This what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting for, waiting, 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 waiting for. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. Keep holding on. It's what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. This what you're waiting for. Not much time, you can't waste no more. There's not much time, what you waiting for? Waiting for, waiting for. This what you're waiting for. Waiting for, waiting for, waiting.
Right then, everybody, welcome back to HDL for the fourth round then of this whole new season. And today we have not just the main race, it is no qualifying, but in substitute for that we do have the sprint race here in Spa. And obviously no qualifying, jumping straight into the main race in a few moments' time. You can see the drivers lined up. The sprint. As you can see, the liners, I can't even speak. The drivers lined up on the grid, getting ready to get ready for the sprint race coming up just next, which is going to be very, very fun. Obviously, this track very, very long indeed around here in Spa, which means we only have 8 laps of the sprint race, and then I think it's 22 of the main race. I can't remember. As I will quickly get the HDL stream up, and also, hang on a minute, on HDL Twitch, I do think it is the wrong name, Season 1 Episode 4 podcast. Yeah, that is not right. It's because I couldn't get into the Twitch on time to change the name. So if any of you who are logged into that account would like to change it to the right one, that would be much appreciated for the stream tonight then. But soon, hopefully, getting ready to go, ready and racing for the sprint race here today. Right then, everybody. On the grid then, for the sprint race here in Spa. Like I said, 8 laps ahead of us. There's 15 drivers here in today's race, and Sadam Anler, the man to lead them away for the sprint race. And on the formation lap, they head down and up towards Eau Rouge now. Sadam Anler to lead them away from Bakuto, Krispy Kreme, Jack Knight, Adrose, Rothwell, Super Skills. It is Watto, J-Met, Don Dedge, Spears, Lando, Trappy, Deadly, and Elliott at the back of the grid here today. Fifteen drivers then on the grid here in Spa. 8 laps ahead of us. Sadam Anler to make his way up towards the end of this lap. I say the end of the lap, but nowhere near the end of the lap, to be fair. Here in Belgium, it is a very, very long lap around here indeed. And still a little bit to go before the end of it. Hello, hello, hello. Yeah. Hello, hello, hello. Yola boy in the stream. And
I'm gonna need a game invite.
yeah, hang on a minute.
Is there no qualifying today, or
No, we are going straight into sprint race now.
I'm gonna say one safety car?
I'm going to say none for the sprint. Right. Are we ready then? Sadam Anler here in Spa. The man who will lead them away from Bakuto, joining him on the front row here today. Line up at the back is the other Williams of Elliott. The back of the grid, and as the lights get ready to go out, we get ready to go racing here in Spa for the sprint race. It is round 4. And the anticipation as the lights up to 4, 5 lights then here in Spa. It is lights out, and away we go for the sprint race. Sadam Anler to lead them away. Will he get a good jump then on the rest of them? Bakuto with a lovely drive to the outside. Can he try and get through the Red Bull even? Right through the middle, thread of the needle over the top. Then Bakuto goes, but Sadam Anler comes out ahead. Drag racing with Krispy Kreme at the moment. Down up towards Eau Rouge. Krispy Kreme up into P1 now. Sadam Anler dropped down to second.
There's an overtake through Eau Rouge. The Bakuto was having a look at Rothwell, but he might get swallowed up now by the Haas of Jack. Here comes Jack Knight, and on the outside there's a lot of slipstreaming going on. Down the Camel Straight we go.
Yeah, Jack Knight, he's trying to get these moves done and dusted. The Alpine in the background nearly hit him as well. Has to go off the track there. Now we see Jack Knight take out Bakuto in the back. Big contact as well with Super Skills and Adjurose, TS Deadly. These drivers all bunched up then going through here at the moment. And in the background, the Aston Martin a bit iffy on the exit there. But it's 3 abreast into here. Yes, it is. The Alpine on the outside, Alfa Romeo on the inside. This is going to help other drivers try and get through. Spears then up to P8 at the moment. This is carnage. Spears hits the wall then on the exit of that corner as well.
How are they all still pointing the same direction now? And 3 abreast. This time it is 2-1. That was never going to end well. And it's double disaster for Super Skills as he first went wide at Lakecom and then spun himself round. Then you got Elliott and Spitz side by side through the final chicane towards Devil Oak, still side by side. In fact, and this is not where you would see an overtake usually.
No, Spears absolutely sending that one. And Elliott just managed to get back through, past there, past the Haas car, and now gunning to try and overtake Watto. Up ahead as well, there's more moves going on. Trappy and Adro to 2 Alpha Romeo's going at it. Up ahead as well, it's Bakuto on the backside. It's yes, Deadly as we head up towards the main straight in the sprint race to start the second lap of today's race. Oh, the Alfa Romeo is still going at it. It's going to leave the gap open for Watto then. Trying down the inside, but he does try and stay back there. The Mercedes in the background as well.
Oh, never mind. He's had an absolute tank slapper.
And a sting up ahead.
Out of turn 1.
Crispy takes the lead of the sprint race then here in Spa. Now, maybe not for long then because Rothwell with a penalty though. And now we've got 2 drivers trying to overtake Krispy Kreme down here. Look at this, Rothwell, the man leading at the moment just by a fine margin. Sadam going to the outside, but he is back in ahead now. Sadam to send it around the outside. Can he stay ahead? Rothwell's just holding on. He goes off the track to try and stay ahead. Down the inside now from Rothwell, drag racing between Sadamandler and the Mercedes, and out of that corner, it is the Alfa Tauri that got ahead, but don't speak too soon, because Rothwell manages to find his feet in the number 74 car, gets up and ahead to lead the sprint race again. Jack 90 with a 3-second time penalty there. Woo.
A lot of early days penalties as there's more battles going on in the lower points paying position. Elliott then is trying to get past the Alfa Romeo of Aduros, and he will get to the inside, and that is job done.
Absolutely, up and ahead it is. Rothwell leading from Sadamandler, from Krispy Kreme.
Aston Martin now.
These two. Watto going off the on the gravel even there, spinning round as well. Oh, he could have saved it. He's gone off there even. Super Skills is out, and that is the first safety car of this sprint race.
Well, Watto will be absolutely loving life after that one.
Yep, and I do.
If we go on board with Watto, we can see what happened. Never mind, the car just disappeared. It's a virtual safety car.
Oh, it's a VSC. I think that calls for Rothwell with a drive-through, and maybe we should. I'm going to put an Instagram story up about the race, and if you want to post it to the ZRL Discord, you're more than welcome to.
So I'm going to add stealth. Alright, when will we go racing? Well, we have gone racing. Bakuto's going to drive through penalty. You could argue Sadam is in a great position right now in P2 with Rothwell having that drive through and another 3-second time penalty. Rothwell picking up 2 3-second time penalties in less than 4 laps.
Yep, and it is the 3rd lap out of 8, and as you know, this track is incredibly long compared to majority, and that is why we've got 8 laps of the sprint race. Then after that, how many laps is it, Yo? Do you know? Is it like 22 or something?
22.
Yep, 22 laps of Belgium, and I'll tell you something as well, Yo. I haven't commentated this track for like probably since STS said he gets 3-second time penalty. Probably since remember in ZRO when we had the shocking Belgium race. Yeah.
I bottled it on the final lap.
Is that the one where Zach Duck won?
Yep.
Oh god.
I keep on saying I assisted that win for him. Anyway, if we look at positions gained, I was gonna say TS Deadly has made the most, but now Trappy has made up 10 up to P3 and lost the most. He would have to scroll down to Bakuto, who's lost 9 and has got a drive through penalty, so it goes from bad to worse for the Williams.
Yeah, Rothwell, the man, still leading on the 4th lap out of 8. Halfway race distance, sprint race distance even, as Spears went quickest in that lap around, I think. And Bakuto's in the pit lane. Also, Watto will try and get through past him. He does get past him down the straight.
Maybe that. Elliott got past Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme has fallen back from P2 to P7 now. We can actually take a look at those real quick. Mr. Jack Hammond.
What are we doing? Are we?
We can have a look at tires.
tyres, we can. I thought you said standings then. I was worried because I haven't managed to source it out on the screen. But on the screen there, it is Rothwell on the softs. It is the only two drivers that have pitted in this race so far. Is Adjuro's Super Skills obviously is out as well. Adjuro's on the new softs, Rothwell on the softs, and the rest on 3-lap old mediums.
Yep, and I think the mediums will be the quicker tire just throughout the race, as the soft will wear out pretty damn quickly.
As now we see Trappy on the backside of the AlphaTauri, and now gaining and gaining and gaining. The gap is 1/10 of a second as we head up towards the end of this lap here in Belgium. He has to brake there to try not to hit him, but Trappy, you can see he's eager to get his move done and dusty. Will he be able to get past him? Maybe down the straight if he can stay close enough. Yes, the AlphaTauri goes deep there through there. There's not a brilliant corner for him at all. Trappy can try and switch back now as he heads up towards the first corner. Can Trappy try and get him round the outside? He's 1.2 seconds quicker on that lap around. Elliott goes quickest there, but Trappy to send it round the outside into turn 1. Can he try and stick it out? Yes, he can, and that move is done and dusted. He claims P2.
Hold up. Salamander will have DRS now down the long straight, and this is for the effective race lead.
Here we go.
It's not over yet, ladies and gentlemen. Here we go. That AlphaTauri with DRS, and he's getting absolutely stormed by.
Here we go.
Look at Tia Steadley.
Going right around the inside there. That is exactly the racing we want to see. Nearly overtaking two of them there. Can he get through? Oh, it's carnage. Big crash. And Tiastelli's out. Well, that might be a safety car. Yes, it is. First proper safety car of this race. That was big. That was a huge crash. And
that was a T-bone collision right there.
It was a right T-bone, that was. And Tiastelli was looking to make a brilliant move there, and it just got snatched away from him. In the YouTube chat, it is Peter Ridley. I think I saw you last week, mate. But if I did, yeah, it's good to see it. And thank you very much for being around.
Krispy Kreme has just crashed on the safe car.
Oh,
he goes snap of overstay through the turn and then just went straight on. Anyway, Rothwell will be slightly screwed now because he's not only got 6 seconds, like I mentioned before, but a drive-through as well. He's just gone off the... He's just crashed on the safe car as well. He went slightly wide, go caught on that big fat curb and hit the wall. Managed somehow keep a tire on, but that would have certainly dented his confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. Trappy then inherits the lead of the sprint race. And we're going on to the 6th lap out of 8. There's not too long left of this sprint.
Safe will be in at the end of this lap, Jack.
Oh, yeah, of course, because laps-wise, yeah, it definitely will be. And
Rothwell into the pit lane. Does he know you can't serve a drive-thru on the safety car?
Pardon?
You can't serve a drive-thru on the safety car.
I don't know, you can't.
You can't, so I think his race is he's going to get DSQ'd. Right, who will catch up to the safety car? That will be the question then. We've got a decent amount already there, the top 6, so that's nice. Don Edge is the man who is last in the queue.
Yeah, Don Edge at the back at the moment, and there's a Mercedes of Rothwell coming up to join pretty soon. You can see them just up ahead. Lando will be the next to try and catch up, and then we've got a few drivers all bunched up, heading up towards the back of the pack as soon as they can. As Jarl does mention as well, the safety car will be coming in at the end of this lap. It very well should be. So we will see about that one as we head up towards midway through Sector 2.
I think Watto should catch up as the safe car goes pretty slowly through these sections, and he is pretty much full pushing right now on those stuff, so I guess qualifying run here. But he should catch up. We will have 2 laps of racing, no DRS, just pure slipstreaming, ERS burning. Who's going to come out on top in this one then?
Let's see. As we head up towards the end of Sector 2 here in Spa. Trappy, Elliott, Spears is your top 3 at the moment. Then comes Mr. J-Met. And
go on, Sam.
He did message me early saying he's got a new teammate, Watto, in Aston Martin, as the safety car decides It'll be coming at the end of this lap, and we get ready to go racing again. I do say that, but we still have a very, very long run down to the end of this lap, so it's not all starting to race again just yet.
7.003 kilometers long is this track. And here's a fun fact for you, Jack. F1 tracks actually aren't meant to be longer than 7 kilometers long, but since this failed, there was a modification. The bus stop chicane was added, and that added those extra 3 meters.
Yeah.
Back in 2001, I believe.
Lovely fun facts, and it is an incredibly long track, and the longest on the Formula One calendar as well. As now finally we head up towards the final chicane, and Trappy will be the man to lead them away. Now we're going to go on board with Elliott and see how well he can get this start done and dusted.
Trappy has either got it or he's completely bottled it. Oh, he's got it.
Oh, yeah, he's got it. Elliott with a horrible exit.
Elliott not under pressure either. Yep, there we go. The DSQ from Rothwell, as we expected. Not serving a safeguard. Sadamandla.
Sadamandla. Yeah, off the track there, and Rothwell obviously getting disqualified.
There's a fight through Rouge, I believe. Look at Lando.
Oh! Dondej and Lando going side by side. Look at that battle there. Lando comes out ahead. He gets the overtake done. So does Jack Nicey as well. Jack Nicey on a roll.
Spears and Elliott are going side by side into the home chicane. Elliott's got that inside line. Can he make it stick? Oh, they come so close. He's just managed to defend, but he's lost quite a bit of time to track in first place.
Lap 7 out of 8, and J-Met making them moves
That's
up as well.
Send.
Overtaking Spears. And J-Met up to P3. Next to try and overtake is Elliott. Can he try and gain up to him? The gap's 7/10 of a second. We've still got quite a lot of racing left. And we will see what just happens. Jack Knight in the backside of his teammate Spears. Can he try and overtake him? Then he looks to the move down the inside, see if it opens up, but it's not there for him. Just Jake nearly spins round. He saves it for a bit, then he goes round. Once again,
yellow flags. As Otto has dropped off, I think he has a bit of a whoopsie. I think it's safe to say that, well, I don't want to say safe to say around here because I've experienced quite a few crazy stuff around here, but Trappy has got a 1.6 second lead to Elliott.
He has. Spears is out. Spears is out of the sprint race. There's a lot of people out to say it's a sprint race.
I'm going to check what happened.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he crashed with someone.
Yeah, he crashed there somewhere. And ladies and gentlemen, the final lap of the sprint race here today. Trappy the man leading, 1.6 seconds the gap. Elliott second. J-Met third. Dondej fourth. And Lando gunning for that fourth position. The Salamander then comes Agios as we head up towards Eau Rouge. We might see a battle through here pretty soon.
Oh, look at the speed! He had to lift at the top of Eau Rouge and Radiant. I'm not sure if Dondej lifted on purpose there, but yeah, I mean, if he did, it seems to have worked as Lando did not get one. He'll have one more proper overtaking opportunity, and that is through Blanchimont and into the bus stop chicane. Well, he could do, yeah, but that's quite unorthodox.
Watto with a 3-second time penalty earlier on, I think it said.
Oh, Lando has a look. He's trying. He's using every last millimeter of asphalt on this track to try and get past.
Yeah, Lando trying his very, very best to try and get through past Dondej. Now, we might just see the overtake pretty soon. This is the final lap, remember. He's got to try and make it if he can. He does make it. Lando through past Dondej finally up to P4. That is what he wanted then for the Mercedes team. His teammate is out, Rothwell, the man that was leading for a while. And Lando is here and doing his best he can then as we head up towards the end of the sprint race here today. And Trappy hasn't been leading for as long as a few of them others might have been, but he does cross the line pretty soon with 2.5 seconds the gap between him and Elliott. It is Trappy to take the win then for the sprint race here in Belgium. From Elliott, from J-Met then in third, it is Lando after taking that overtake to P4. Dondej back again to P4 actually with all the penalties. Lando drops right down to P7 because there was so many people fairly close to him. Adjuro's 5, Sadamandler 6, Bikuto 8, and I did not see the rest.
Oh my. I think that's the only way to explain it.
Wow, a lot of drivers out of that.
Yeah. Is there a 5-minute break now?
I'm pretty sure. I think so, actually. I'll have a look. Hang on. So never mind. We'll have a look because we've got a sprint race. Finishing results. Finishing results then for today's sprint race. Trappy 2-1 out today then for the Alfa Romeo team. Elliott in second and Jamet in the Aston Martin to take P3. It's Dondej 4, Adjuros 5, Sanamala 6, Lando in 7. He would have finished once again, we had a lot of DNFs in the sprint race. Now everybody's back and ready to go racing for 22 laps here today. It is Trappy to lead them away after winning the sprint race from Elliott and then from J-Met in P3.
Yep, and I just want to go through tires real quick. So on the mediums, you got Trappy, J-Met, Bondage, Salamander, Lando, Jack 90, Spears, Keys Daily, Super Skills, and Rothwell. You got 2 hard tire runners in the form of Elliott in P2, Crispy Cream in P12, and then surprisingly, 3 drivers on softs: Addy Rose, Bakuto, and HDL Watto. So I was really not expecting that soft tires.
Absolutely.
Really not expecting it. I mean, mediums are not standard, just one stop. I mean, the softs, I mean, they can last, what, like 7 laps. So, I mean, it would work. It's just the hards will be at the end. They need to safeguard the soft tire runners. They're gunning for an early safeguard. Early or late safeguard. Well, speaking of safeguards, Jack, what are we expecting today?
I said none for the sprint. We did get 1, and you got that right. I will now say 2. I'll say 2 for the main race.
Well, then I'll say 3 safeguard.
Ooh, 3. That's bold.
And if there is a virtual safeguard, there will be 1 out of those 3.
Yeah. Right then, heading towards the end of this lap. Finally, it takes so long, especially under slow conditions, for these cars to get round this long track of Spa. And
that's the first time you'll hear someone say Formula 1 cars take so long to get round a lap. Can I be honest, Jack? Oh wow, it's saying soft to medium. Fucking hell, that's going to be bold.
Right then. Trappy, Elliott, J-Met, everybody now making their way up towards the line and to find their painted grid spots and get ready for the main race. We've had the sprint. Everybody is where they finish in the sprint. And the man to lead them away will be Trappy. Joined on the front row by Elliott. Then J-Met and Don Dedge on the second row. Yes, you can take it away.
So, alright. So, as Jack mentioned, Trappy P1, we're just waiting for the final car to line up on the grid. Here we go then. You got the green flags waved. We are ready for the start. It is 1. Never mind, it's 0. There we go. 3, 4, 5 red lights are on. Here in Spa, we got 22 laps ahead of us. And it's lights up, and away we go. That's the Martin gets absolutely brilliant start. He's going to be looking to the inside. J-Met looks to the inside of the top 2 going into turn 1. He backs out of it. Meanwhile, Elliott on the hard, he somehow manages to get round the outside. Here comes the slipstream because we've got Chaos all the way behind. You've got Aston, that's the one of J-Met dropping further back on an initial great start. Here we go. Here comes Trappy then. He's going to try and get past Elliott immediately, or back past him after losing the position into turn 1. He's absolutely burning the battery. He goes to the outside towards the late chicane. There's a battle for 3rd place as well. On the outside, the Alfa Romeo, he goes off the track. I think he's got that move down though. Yes, he does.
Trappy then with a lovely overtake on the first lap of this race. Elliott demoted down to 2nd there. Obviously, Trappy gets the lead back again from where he started. J-Met is also back up into P3 from where he started in behind. There was a lot of carnage going on, but it seems to all have settled down now, and it is Super Skills at the very back of the grid at the moment. Rothwell in P14 and trying to stay ahead of Super Skills. But is there anything else going on at the moment? Not really.
They've all managed to sort individual battles out. You've got Tia Steadley and Bakuto, who are going to have a fight for a brief period, but now have sorted themselves out. Yep, everyone knowing you get more points for this main race than in the sprint, so taking it a kid down, just chilling, making sure they can get past these opening laps. However, Elliott got the lead to turn 1, but Trappy, he did not have any of it. Adarosa, Sam Adler fighting through Blanchimont, and that is Adarosa on the soft, so just staying ahead there.
There's also a battle behind going on between TS Thirdly, Lando, Jack Knighty going on to the The main straights in Steady and Lando now side by side up towards turn 1. The Mercedes, the McLaren even, gets past the Mercedes into turn 1, and it is Steady up to P10 now. Jack 90 P9 behind his teammate of Spears in P8, who was on the backside of Watto.
Spears, yep, look at Spears. In fact, look at the AlphaTauri Sadamander again on Adaru. So look at the leaders.
Then going at it again as well. Nearly saw an overtake there, but it is Chappie that manages to stay ahead.
Sadamander gets past Adaru as well.
Peter in the YouTube chat cheering on for Jack 90, who is currently sat in P10 in the moment. And hopefully he can do...
And Watto.
Ooh.
Side by side through... No, that's Watto and Steady who were going side by side. Through the turn of... I forgot what that was. That was Mamadi, I believe. That happened there. HDL space right on the back of Don Deja. These softs don't seem to be working out for Adi Rose, you must say. They don't seem to be working out all, Jack. He just went off into the gravel.
He did, and that's going to leave the gap open for these guys to get through. It is Spears now with the overtake to the outside. Does he get through? Another driver might be able to get through as well. Watto, will the McLaren, even if TS Stanley, be able to get through as well? Oh, here's the backside of him. Bit iffy on the exit there through all of them, but TS Stanley doesn't manage to get through past them. But Watto's also driving around the outside.
I think someone has painted Aderoso's hearts red to think that they are soft, because right now he's dropping like a stone on what should be the quickest tire. Here comes TS Deadly then to the inside. Oh my god, and wheel bang going into the corner. Wow. Oh, and this. Hello there.
Whoa, hello.
Spears is pointing in the wrong direction there. Oh, it's side by side through Rouge, I believe, Jack. It is side by side the Mercedes.
Oh my god. Oh, the Haas into the wall, the McLaren as well. Both of them out of the session then, I think.
Oh, that's a big, big accident.
It is Jack 90 that just about stays in. TS Deadly is out, and that is the first safety car here in Spa. I thought Jack 90 was out of the session there, but how on earth he's managed to hang on to that? He is alive and has his car not in full piece. I mean, he's got to probably get a new wing on that, but how he is still in the race, I have no idea.
Well, picking up where the sprint left off, then we can only hope that TS Deadly is in a safe, and that was a big accident there. Big accident.
Massive accident.
You want to try and fight the man himself?
I'll have a go. I don't even think he's not even on it. He's not even playing a game or anything, is he?
Yeah, I mean just to the party.
Yeah.
Then I can just stream on Discord then. Well, Jack, is it time for a bit of track facts?
Go on then.
Give me 2 seconds as I get them up. Well, here's a fun fact. It was 10 years ago that Mercedes started their domination with dominance. Bloody hell, 10 years go fast, eh?
Mercedes. Oh, God. Lewis Hamilton, the best... actually, I probably won't say that. Can't.
You can say that with me around here.
I know.
Okay, so remember when I said it was 7.003 kilometers, but 7.004 kilometers. I'm sorry about that. The number of laps, speaking of Lewis Hamilton, is 44. Well, for us, it's 22 actually. The race distance for us today is a whopping 154 kilometers. The first Grand Prix was in 1950, and it stands alongside Silverstone, Monza, and Monaco to have appeared on every F1 calendar except for 2020, where Monaco did not show for obvious reasons I cannot get into. Well, the original triangle stick track was built in 1921, which was a whopping 15 kilometers long, where it left off at the end of the Camel Straight and came back at around Stavelot. Well, the first race in 1950 was won by the legendary Juan Manuel Fangio, who led from Alfa Romeo 1-2 ahead of his teammate Nino Farina. The most famous place to watch this race is on the massive scale on the Camel Straight where there's a pretty damn good DRS taking zone. You got 19 corners. Let me just count how many are to the right and to the left.
And as he really quickly does that, just to let you know, lap 4 out of 22, it is safety car. And we have lost TS Deadly, as we have Mr. Yala Boy giving us some lovely track facts.
Yep, so 8 corners to the right, 11 to the left. It's still somewhere clockwise circuit. Most of the left-handers are double corners. And should I go through the famous corners? So, of course, you got Eau Rouge and Radio. You got Lake Combe, the chicane after the straight. Malmedy, and famously no name corner, because it's pretty much the only corner on the track that doesn't have a name. Then you got Pouon, very fast, and in fact at the track they call it double gauche, which I'm fairly sure means double left in French. You got the Fender chicane, then you got Stabilo, Blanchiment, and the Boston rounding out the lap. I don't speak French, by the way. Oh wait, Trappy moved down to P2, mate.
Oh, Choppy did move down to P2, and Elliot takes the lead. No idea, but it is Elliot, the man to lead them away when we get racing again. I also just found out, in the HDL League, there's a man called Bradley. I don't think he's racing today, he's not. But I think you probably heard him as well, y'all. I don't know if he was here or not, but anyway, there was a guy who used to race called Bradley, and he does graphics and stuff, and he's gonna make a sticker pack with Jack Rusty.com's like logos and stuff. It'd be really cool.
Was considered?
No, I don't think so. I've never seen him before.
Yeah, I've never heard of him. And we're going to see some overtakes on the safeguard, like we saw in the ERS on Monday back.
Maybe.
Right, I'll stick around for the race, then I have to go.
Yeah.
Should be in at the end of this one.
We are at 10 to 9 at UK time.
10 to 10 here in the proper timing zone. Actually, the British time is the normal one because it's not plus or minus anything. Because I'm GMT +1, I believe.
Yeah.
I don't know. Oh, I think we can agree that daylight saving times is stupid.
And the 5th lap out of 22. Soon, hopefully, maybe this lap. It will be this lap, actually. Everybody's bunched up. We'll get racy again.
Mate, if it's not this lap, I'm gonna...
Yep.
I'm gonna do a backflip. Very famous quote. Mate, no one bid it now, okay, please. Oh, we forgot to... You'll have to do standings at the next safeguard track.
We can do them talking about them, but I haven't got them
But
on
we
the
don't have time.
stream.
It's fine, we'll just go back to the OG days.
It's all good. It's all good. But we are going racing again pretty soon, which is going to be exciting. Going on to the 6th lap. If you want to take it away, y'all, this time, because I did last time, you very well can do.
Well, I will gladly, because I will have to leave after this. Then, Elliot, we're even getting some temperature into the... I will say, Jack, speaking of temperature, it's looking very doom and gloom so far in Spa. Maybe some rain.
Maybe some rain indeed. Hope not, because this race takes long as it is. But we'll have to just see if we do get rain or not in today's Grand Prix. Here we go.
When will Elliot decide? Now is the time to go. I'm guessing it'll be after the chicane. And I think he would go right about now. He has got Trappy is out there or thereabouts. J-Met pretty far behind, even further behind. Sad man, like he was sleeping with one eye open right there. Like, J-Met, or sorry, that's Watto, missing his braking point, going straight on, and here we go. Trappy is right behind Elliot. We might see a replica of lap 1, Jack. There's the 5 to sector 1. That's a hassle. Space who's gone straight on. Here we go. The battle for the lead. Returns.
Trappy trying to get past Elliott now, it's the mediums against the hards. Trappy on the outside of the corner, but Elliott's got the edge on him at the moment. If Trappy could get ahead, he would have the inside line there, but he does not get it. And North and Elliott takes and maintains the lead of the Grand Prix.
They were both training battery, relining the engine.
Yeah,
it is looking
Elliott's.
very dark.
It is, and I mean, I'll be honest, if it's looking that dark, it is most probably going to rain here in Spa. Lap 6 out of 22. These laps do take a while.
Not even sprint race distance yet.
Not even sprint race distance yet, no. Jeez.
It is time.
Oh, it's time.
Thank you for having me, everyone. I need a little sleep.
Alright. Oh, so around Krispy Kreme, I think.
Yeah.
That's another safety car, y'all. Brilliant.
Well, you standing stuff and stuff.
Yep.
I'll stay here for moral support for 2 minutes as F1 closes. So how's everyone's day? Mine's going rather alright. Pretty bad, actually.
Oh. Brilliant.
Hey.
And now, lap 6. We barely even got a lap of racing there. And we are back again under the safety car. 22 laps in today's race. Half race distance is 11 laps, and like y'all said, we're not even at sprint race distance yet.
Goodbye, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, see ya. Right, everybody. The 7th lap out of 22. Krispy Kreme, T.S. Deadly, the both drivers who are out of today's race. Elliott, Trappy, J-Met, the top 3 at the moment. Lando, Super Skills, Bakuto, then come next. Jack Knighty, Adjiro, Spears, Sadamanla, Don Dedge, Rothwell, and Watto. That is your lineup then, going into this safety car restart as we hopefully get ready to go racing again at the end of this lap round, or if it's one more lap round, I'm going to bang my head against the wall because we need to get some racing action here in HDL. Hopefully we can get it. And if we look in the chats as well, we have 2 in HDL. Let's have a look at the YouTube. We do need to... Let's have a look really quickly. We should, if anyone's in this chats, it would be lovely to get some questions in the stream chat. And I'll be more than happy to answer them. Obviously, Yola Boy is not here anymore. And hopefully, I can put on a good show for you. Let me see if Mr. Garrison is around, actually. Elliott's pitted out of the pit lane now. Let's have a look at stops, shall we? We have Super Skills. You know, it's easy to say who hasn't. Lando, Bakuto, both not pitted yet. And because of that, Lando takes the lead of the Grand Prix. But he has now lined up behind the safety car. So has everybody else. And it'll be Lando that'll be the man to lead this Grand Prix then. Oh, in the chat, is that a Turbo Snell Junior? I see. If you are in there, mate, it's good to see you. Good to see you back indeed, HDL. HDL in the stream, obviously. We'll stream from 3 platforms today. It is Jack Crossley Comms, HDL, and Jack Crossley Comms YouTube channel as well. But hopefully we get a good race ahead of us here today then, ladies and gentlemen. Lap 8 out of 22, and hopefully the safety car decides to come in at the end of this lap. We'll head towards the end of the Sector 2 pretty soon, and then we'll find out if the safety car will be coming in at the end of this lap. Lando nearly trying to overtake the safety car just through there, but hopefully we'll get racing this lap around. There we go. Lap 8 out of 22 here in Belgium. Going on to the 9th lap of today's race, and only a few laps away from half race distance as well. It'll be Lando, Super Skills, Bakuto. Your drivers to get ready to go race again. We watch Super Skills now. And now Lando decides to go then already. What a lovely start from the Mercedes driver. And down into turn 1. It's Super Skills on the backside of him, but nowhere near close enough to get a move on him then. Bakuto having to dodge out of the way of Super Skills there. Adjuro's already trying to make an overtaking in the backside. Everybody's so closely bunched up. We've got 3 abreast going through here at the moment then. There's Watto trying to make a move on Elliott. Don Dedge. Can he try and get through? Watto on the backside of the Alpine. Heading up towards the end of Radion here then. It is Watto. Can he try and overtake Don Dedge before the next corner? He's looking for the move down the inside of the Alpine. Can he try and get through the Aston Martin? Trying his very best. But has to stay back and gets overtaken by Elliott as well, who takes out the other driver there. 2 of them gone round, and Watto just goes through past the pack, decides to not hit them, which is great, and manages to swerve through all of that. Now, we got a battle going on here. Jet 90, Rothwell's threading the needle down the inside of both of them. Bakuto is vulnerable here then. Is Rothwell's trying to make the overtake as well. And Jet 90, Rothwell to P4. Everybody making overtakes so far then. Bakuto a bit slow up ahead. Is Sadamander's going to try and capitalise on that down the inside of this corner. Sadamandler with a brilliant send to the inside. And he gets ahead on the 9th lap out of 22. Super Skills gaining on Lando as we head up towards the end of this lap here in Spa, going on to the 10th lap and 1 lap away from half race distance. Super Skills trying to switch back then underneath Lando as they go onto the main straight. Can he try and overtake him? Gaining on the Mercedes, but still not enough to try and overtake Mr. Lando up ahead at the moment. Maybe this is enough though, as Super Skills is gaining on Lando. Gaining and gaining then on the backside of him. And the Mercedes squabbling up ahead, trying to stay ahead of Super Skills, using everything in his power to stay ahead of that Alpine. But it might just not well be enough then, as Super Skills sending it around the outside. Has he done enough to get through past the Mercedes? Yes, he has. On the 10th lap out of 22, Super Skills takes the lead, but it is Trappy out of the race. Rothwell with a 3-second time penalty, and he moves up to P3 as well. Adjuro's to P4. Oh, we're going to have to check that Watto as well. Bit iffy on that exit, but it's the 2 Haas cars that come in 7 and 8. Jet 90 has got J-Met. with the pressure around the outside. J-Met with a beautiful move then to the outside, and the Aston Martin up to P8 there, and next up on his list is P7, Spears. Can he overtake Spears? Spear past him then as they head up towards the end of this lap. Spears on the backside of Watto. J-Met was going to try and overtake Spears then, but it might be Watto that he tries to overtake, because Spears is gaining on Watto, but Watto's gaining on Sadamanla, as we might see an overtake between these two. And also Adjuros and Lando up ahead as Rothwell got through past his teammate and up to P2 next to try and overtake his Super Skills and Gun for the lead of the Grand Prix. Rothwell gaining on Super Skills. We might just well see the lead get snatched away from Super Skills. And we do then, as Rothwell takes it right out of Super Skills' hands. It is Rothwell's race lead then here today. We're halfway through the race, and the Mercedes is the man of the hour, the man on top at the moment, leading the Grand Prix from Super Skills, and Lando in third. Mercedes are having a lovely, lovely weekend so far. Can Lando try and re-overtake Super Skills though? That is what he needs to try and do to really, really help benefit Mercedes team here. Then Sadamanla gaining on the backside of Lando. This is not good for Lando and the Mercedes team. Can Sadamanla try and spoil the party? Can he get through past the Mercedes then at this half race distance now? Sadamanla sending it to the outside of the Mercedes, and he gets through for now. But the Mercedes fighting back then to the outside now. Can the Mercedes try and stay ahead? It's Lando who gets overtaken then by Sadamanla. Overtaken by Watto as well. And maybe Spears trying to get on the backside. Up ahead, these two going at it once again. Watto and Sadamanla side by side. The Aston Martin and the Alpha Tauri going side by side up a Rouge. Over Radion there. It's Watto in at P3. Sadamanla fighting back, making moves now, trying to make the move. He hits the backside of him going through there. That was dangerous indeed. And because of all of that, Lando overtakes both of them then up to P3. That was lovely, and he knew what he needed to do, and he executed that one brilliantly. Up to P3 for Lando in the Mercedes and Super Skills only car now separating the two Mercedes drivers. Trappy, Krispy Kreme, TS Deadly. All the drivers out of today's race then. We are over half race distance then here today. Oh, and Lando with a time penalty. Not what he wanted at all. And Spears gaining on J-Met. Can Spears try and get through on to the 13th lap out of 22. Came on cue that one as well. And now we head up towards the line. Spears on the backside of J-Met. J-Met has got Sadamanla ahead. Adjuro's going into the pit lane now. Don Dej P11 overtaking to P12 now. Bakuto quite far back actually in P12 at the back of the race. And these going side by side. J-Met to P4. Lando trying to make the moves again. Lando P6 at the moment, going off the grass there. This is not what he wanted then. Sadamandla P5, J-Met P4, and Watto P3. The Aston Martins now have become the new Mercedes. And the Aston Martins are having a lovely, lovely race at the moment on the 13th lap out of 22. Spears with a 3-second time penalty here today. Bikuto at the back of the grid. Adjero's 11. Dondej 10. Elliott's on the back side of Spears and Jet 90. Jet 90 is trying to defend off his teammate then of Spears. Spears go into the inside, the outside even of this corner here. Spears is through. Is Elliott's another driver that can get through now past Jet 90. Double overtaken maybe for Jack. Moves going on up ahead and behind then at the moment. It is Watto and J-Met. J-Met up to P3 at the moment. He's having a lovely, lovely time out there today. Lap 14 out of 22 and he's having a lovely race. A lovely time here today. And down below as well, it is Spears and Lando. Lando's not had a brilliant one. He was up there earlier on and he's dropped right down. Oh, as Lando goes off the track there, then it's Adjero's P9. Lando 10 now dropping down. Jack 90, 11. Bakuto with the back. Rothwell is the man leading them by 3.7 seconds. Ladies and gentlemen, 3.7 at the moment. And trying to get that gap even bigger. Going on to the 15th lap pretty soon. Rothwell from Super Skills from J-Met and Watto. As everybody pretty much is all spaced out. Apart from the Mercedes and Adjero's then. Lando gaining on the backside of the Alfa Romeo. We got a bit of an iffy exit there, which is not going to help him gain at all. Now maybe onto the main straight. There was no overtake there for number 19, Lando. Still not close enough for an overtake, ladies and gentlemen. 3.8 seconds now, the gap between Rothwell and Super Skills. Jet 90 with a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Now finally, Lando on Adjero's then to the outside. Pulling to the outside in that Mercedes. Overtaking Adjero's. And on the 15th lap, it is Lando back up to P9 and trying to get back up to where he belongs in a pursuit to overtake all these cars. Can he go and do it then in today's race? Still a fair few laps to go. 7 laps to be exact. About another sprint race left in today's race. And then we are all good and finished in today's race. 16 out of 22, Rothwell leading still then from Super Skills, Jamet, Watto, Elliott, Sadamandler, Dondedge, Spears, Lando, Adjuros, Bakuto, and Jack Knight is the man at the back of the grid then. At the moment, Jack Knight, he was having a nice race earlier on and dropped back down to P12. Trappy in 13, obviously crashing out. Krispy Kreme and TS Deadly both out of the race as well. And it has kind of died down now, not really too much to talk about, but I might try my best to get the graphics up on the screen for you. Did I just say graphics up on the screen for you? I think, hang on a minute, I'm going to try and get the standings really quickly. Where are the standings? Alright then everybody, going on to the 17th lap of today's race. Rothwell having a lovely race, and when I said it was 2.7 seconds the gap, it is now 3.9. It was 4 seconds a second ago and now 4 seconds in today's race. Super Skills, Jamet, Watto. Finally a bit of an overtake, not a proper one, but Elliott into the pit lane. Sadaman up to P5. Dondej to inherit P6 as well. Jet Knight is still at the back, and as Rothwell heads up towards the end of the second sector, Jack Knight is just starting his first sector of lap 17. Rothwell heading towards the end of it. Jack Knight is not having a nice race at all, and very far back compared to the rest of the pack then. At the moment, the closest turns Bakuto, 26 seconds the gap. But props to him for carrying on, because there's not really much that will come out of it for him anymore, unless there's a safety car. Maybe I'll give him a bit of a chance. But as we go round the final corner, Rothwell to go across the line and starts the 18th lap of today's race, and 4 laps to go. Lando gaining on Elliott then. Will we get an overtake? Over the line maybe. Here in Belgium, Lando was having a brilliant race earlier. He dropped back and he's now on the charge back through the field. Sadamandler into the pit lane. Spears continues on, takes P6. Elliott in P8 now to take P7. Obviously Sadamandler in the pit lane. Lando gets the overtake done there. Adjuros as well, and up here as well. Super Skills gets overtaken by Jamet. Go on Jamet then, into P2. He's on a one-stop at the moment on the hard compound tyres, and it's working well for him so far, working wonders indeed. 4.3 seconds to 4.4 now between him and Rothwell. It doesn't really matter if he gets up to Rothwell. You know what, actually, let me just check penalties. This could be a lot. Oh, never mind, 3 seconds. If Jamet can get between 3 seconds of him and Rothwell, Jamet has won a Grand Prix here in HDL. Spears, P5 then. Dondej, P6 at the moment. And will we get an overtake between these two? I think we did just get an overtake, actually. And now it's Watto, Super Skills, J-Met, Rothwell. Rothwell around the final corner. And across the line pretty soon. Is that Elliott? Quickest in the middle sector as well. That is lovely to see. Sadamanla, P10. And Bakuto 11, Jack Nicey, P12, Trappy, Krispy Kreme, TS Deadly, all out of today's Grand Prix. But we're on the 19th lap now and 3 to go. Adjuro's with the 3-second time penalty then. And down at the back, Salamander and Adjuro's making overtake. Salamander up to P9. That is what he wanted to see there. And Salamander up to P9, getting that overtake done and dusted. Watto with a 3-second time penalty as well as Rothwell and the rest of that lot with J-Met and P2, Super Skills P3 are making their way towards the end of the second sector. Rothwell to make it lap 20. Finally, the 20th lap then has came in 22 laps in today's race. That means there's 2 to go here in Belgium. It is only a few laps to go. Next lap is the penultimate lap around. And hopefully we get a few more overtakes before the end of this race. J-Met 3.7 seconds. Is he gaining then on the backside of Rothwell? Is he gaining indeed? He needs to be below 3. Never mind, he doesn't because he's got a penalty as well. Did not realise that. And penalty does not matter anymore for that lot. But Super Skills is 1.2 seconds behind. And as it finishes like this, Super Skills will take P2 in today's race. Right then, lap 20 out of 22. Rothwell to make his way around the final corner. And to make his way up towards the line. And as he crosses that line, it is now the penultimate lap of today's race, ladies and gentlemen. The penultimate lap of the Belgian Grand Prix here today for HDL Round 4 in Belgium. And Rothwell has got a lap car ahead of him. Jack Knight's got to try and overtake him. He is a ghost, so it will not be a challenge for him at all. But is there any moves going on down at the back? These two getting close. Sadamanla also up ahead. Spears and Elliott. Elliott up to P5 then and getting that overtake done and dusted. Sadamanla gaining on Lando. Can he try and get the overtake done and dusted? He's on the back side of him. And Sadamanla gaining on Lando. Now on the backside, battle of the soft compound tyres. Lando on 7-lap hold. Sadamanla on the clearly newer soft compound tyres. And he gets the overtake done and dusted easily on the penultimate lap of today's race. And up to P8 then. These two having at it as well. Salamandra is still on the backside now of Don Dedge, actually. Another driver. It was Lando before, now it's Don Dedge. Can he try and overtake the Alpine then? It is Salamandra to gain on the backside of the Alpine. Can he overtake him before the end of this lap, as Rothwell did just cross the line? And to start the final lap of today's race then, the final lap of the Grand Prix here in Belgium. Salamandra has to dodge out of the way of Don Dedge at the end of that one. J-Met is now gaining on Rothwell, 2.4 seconds the gap. He could have done that a bit earlier, but now he does it on the last lap. Watto with a 3-second time penalty. Super Skills also 3 seconds drop back between him and J-Met. J-Met will keep his second place if it ends like this. He has got a penalty, but it doesn't matter because Super Skills is not close enough then to get that overtake. Sorry, not to get the overtake, to get that position due to penalties. As Rothwell, J-Met, Super Skills all make their way towards the end of the second sector. And as we know, Spa can be a long, long race. 22 laps we have had. And it has been a long one indeed. A few safety cars along the way. We've lost Trappy, Krispy Kreme, and Yes Deadly. But Rothwell, who has led for so long, he's got a penalty. It won't matter because J-Met's got one as well. Rothwell finally, for the 22nd time across the line. And to take the win then here in Belgium from J-Met in second, who keeps his second place then. Super Skills in third. Watto 4. It is Elliott who will cross the line soon to take 5th position in today's Belgian Grand Prix. 4th actually, Watto P5. So P5 in with penalties. Spears 6. Salamandra to take P7. Don Dedge 8, Lando 9, Adjuros, who will finish in P10 after drifting around the final corner. That was quite cool. And he heads up towards the line, crosses the line, and crosses in P10. Bikuto will be next to cross the line, and then we have to wait for Jack Knighty to cross the line, which is going to take a long, long while. Rothwell, J-Met, Super Skills, Elliott, all with brilliant races in today's race. As finally Jack Knighty up towards the line, and to end this long race off there, Jack Knighty to end in P11, P12 even. Next up is your podium celebrations. Right then, everybody. End of today's race, and we'll get the finishing results for the race off. It is Rothwell to take the win then from J-Met in second. Brilliant race from J-Met. Super Skills P3, Elliott P4, Watto 5, Spears 6, Salamandra 7, Don Dedge 8, Lando 9, Adjuros 10, Bikuto 11, and Jack Knighty to round off the race here today. Thank you, Peter, in the YouTube chat for sticking around for the whole race. Been a lovely, lovely race today, and thank you for joining me, everybody. It has been a pleasure, and I'll be back tomorrow for GFR and next week on Wednesday for HDL. We will see you then.